Hi everyone, this is Elisa from Llama Unravel Crochet. Today I'm here to give you a tutorial on how to do the petal stitch. So this is what you will be doing. You will need at least 2 colors and you can make anything from this. This is a kimono, but you can also make a blanket. It's a very versatile stitch. You can make scarves, anything like that. And if you're curious about the kimono pattern, I will have a link to it down below. For this tutorial, I will be using silk cotton in these 2 colors. It is by Ice Yarn, and this colorway is called Powder Pink, and this one is called Orchard. To start this, you're going to need to have a chain that is divisible by 11 plus 3. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, if you're using this tutorial for my kimono pattern, instead of going in the second chain, you're going to just start with the first single crochet you did from that first row and just single crochet right into there and continue going into your single crochets instead of your chains. So to start this, we're going to skip the first chain and go in the second, and we're going to make a single crochet. And we're going to chain 1, and we're going to skip 1 and go in the next one. And then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to skip 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go in single crochet in there, and then we're going to chain 1, 2, 3 and skip another 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to single crochet in the next one, and then we're going to chain 1, 2, and then we're going to skip 1, 2 and single crochet in the next one. Now what you're going to do at this point is continue on. You're going to chain 3, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet till we have 10 stitches left. So continue on doing your chain 3, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and then pause when you have 10 stitches left. Okay, so at this point I have my 10 stitches left, and so what we're going to do is chain 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to chain or single crochet in the next chain. I'm going to skip another 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet in the next chain. Go. So I skip 3, I'm single crocheting in the next chain, and I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to single crochet in the last chain. There we go. Okay, so mine's a little short because I'm just doing a little swatch, but at this point this is what it should look like, and we're going to move on to the next section. So now what you're going to do is chain 2. So chain 1, 2. I'm going to turn my work, and we're still working with the first color. And now what you're going to do is yarn over, put your hook into that chain 1 space, yarn over again and pull through, and we're going to do a partial double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So I have half the double crochet done. Now what I'm going to do is yarn over, put my hook into the chain 1 space, yarn over again, pull that loop through. I'm going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and I should now have 3 loops on my hook. Now I'm going to yarn over and pull all through 3 loops. So with the petal stitch, you're going to be doing double crochet 2 together. That's what that is. So you're doing 2 partial double crochets, and then at the end you're going to do a yarn over and close it up. Now what I'm going to do is chain 1, chain 2, and we're going to do another double crochet 2 together. So I'm going to yarn over, stick my hook into that same chain 1 hole, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2 chains, yarn over my hook, pull my hook through the chain 1 hole, yarn over, pull that loop through, yarn over and chain through 2, yarn over again, pull through all 3 chains, and then now I'm just going to chain 1, and I'm going to single crochet in my next single crochet. So what you're going to do, you're not going to single crochet in this one right by this. You're going to skip that one, go past your chain 3, and single crochet in the single crochet after your chain 3. Okay, and then I'm going to chain 1. Now I'm going to skip the next chain 3, and I'm going to yarn over and stick my hook into the hole where there's the chain 2. Yarn over, pull the loop through and make another partial double crochet, yarn over, stick my hook into the chain 2 hole, yarn over, pull that through, yarn over, and I've now made my first double crochet 2 together. Now I'm going to chain 1, chain 2. Now I'm going to repeat this 3 more times, making my double crochet 2 together and my chain 2. So I'm yarning over, pulling through my hook, yarn over, pull the loop through, okay, yarn over. Okay, so I have 2 at this point. So you see I have 1, 2 all in that same space, and I've done my chain 2. So I'm going to make another one, another of the double crochet 2 together, and chain 2. Okay, so I should now have 1, 2, 3 double crochet 2 together, and then a chain 2 space after them. Now what I'm going to do is make 1 more double crochet 2 together. So yarn over, make my first partial double crochet, now my second partial double crochet, then I'm going to yarn over. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these double crochet 2 together. Now I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to find not this single crochet right after we just did this cluster. I'm going to skip that one and skip the chain 3 and single crochet into the single crochet after the chain 3. Now I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to skip the chain 3, and then I'm going to make the same thing we just did into my chain 2. So I'm skipping this and I'm going right in here. So I'm going to yarn over and start making my double crochet 2 together right in my chain 2 spot, and I'm going to do my double crochet 2 together, chain 1, chain 2 3 times. So that's my first one. Okay, working on my second. Here's my third coming. Okay, now I'm going to make my fourth double crochet 2 together, chain 1, skip the first chain 3 spot, single crochet in my single crochet, chain 1, and now I'm going to do the same thing I did in the beginning. I'm going to make 2, I'm sorry, if yours is still longer, keep going, skipping the chain 3 spots. So you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to put 3 of the double crochet 2 together in the chain 2 spot with your chain 2s afterward, and then 1 more double crochet 2 together, and then chain 1, single crocheting in your single crochet between your chain 3 sections. So you're going to continue like that, and you can go ahead and pause the video, and then when you get to the end, you'll have that chain 3 space and your chain 1 space. So after you've single crocheted in chain 1, you're going to go ahead and make 2 more of your double crochet 2 together. Okay, I've got 1 in there. Now I'm going to make 1 more. Okay, so you should now have 2 of your double crochet 2 together in there with the chain 2 in between them. Now what you're just what you're going to do is make a double crochet at the very end. So right in that first single crochet, you're just going to make a double crochet to end the row. Okay, I'm sorry, you're going to do a partial double crochet because now we need to add in our next color. So now we will be adding in our next color, and let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now we're going to be working on the bottom of our next row of petals. So I'm going to chain one, turn my work, and then I'm going to single crochet right on top of that double crochet. Okay, now what I'm going to do is chain 1, 2, 3. Next step is to make a double crochet 2 together in the top of this double crochet 2 together from the previous round. So I'm going to go right in the top and make a double crochet 2 together. Now with this section, you will not be chaining in between your double crochet 2 togethers. So that was the first one. Now this is the second double crochet 2 together, and I'm going to make another one right in the top of that. Okay, so you don't want to chain in this row between them because you want them to come together to make the bottom of the petal. So we have the 2, and we're going to have to make a total of 4. Now I'm going to skip this single crochet, and I'm going to go to the next double crochet 2 together of the next petal. I'm going to make my double crochet 2 together and then make one more. Sorry, I was pulling the yarn so I had more slack. Okay, so almost there. So at this point you will have 4 double crochets 2 together on top of the 4 from the previous round. You will do, for the next petal, 2 of the double crochet 2 togethers will be on one petal, and 2 of the double crochet 2 togethers will be on the next petal. So now what you're going to do is chain 1, 2, 3, and then this little chain spot right in between your 4 petals, or I'm sorry, the 4 double crochet 2 togethers of your flower, you're going to go ahead and single crochet right in there. Okay, now that you've done your single crochet in that chain 2 spot in the middle of the previous flower, you're going to chain 1, 2, 3, and you're going to continue making double crochet 2 togethers in the 2 petals of this flower and then the 2 petals of this flower. So let's go ahead and work on that. So I'm going to yarn over, and then I'm going to make my double crochet 2 together in the first petal. Go. And then my second petal. Go. So I have the 2 double crochet 2 togethers in the previous double crochet 2 togethers. Skip single crochet, yarn over, and make a double crochet 2 together in that petal, and then the next one. And now I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to single crochet right in the top in that chain 2 space. Now you're going to continue doing that. You're going to chain your 3 and then make 4 double crochets 2 togethers in each of these 4 double crochet 2 togethers of the previous round every time there's that groove. So you're going to continue doing that across, and then I'll show you what to do at the very end. So continue doing your double crochet 2 togethers and your chain 3 single crochet in the top bump of your flowers. At this point I've done my last 4 double crochet 2 togethers, and now I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, and then I'm just going to go in the chain of the previous round and make a single crochet, and that will finish this row, the bottom of the petal. Okay, so the next part, we're going to chain 1, turn your work, and now we're going to make a single crochet right in the single crochet from the previous round. Now you're going to chain 1, 2, 3, and you're going to find the first double crochet 2 together, make a single crochet right in there, and then chain 1, 2, and then make a single crochet on top of your 4th double crochet 2 together. So there should be that chain 2 going right across your petals. Now you're going to chain 1, 2, 3 and find that single crochet you made and go ahead and single crochet in your single crochet. You're going to chain 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to single crochet right in the first double crochet 2 together, and then chain 1, 2, and single crochet right on top of your double crochet 2 together. Okay. So now you're going to continue like that across. You're going to, after you've gone across your petal, chain 3 and then single crochet in the single crochet between your petals, chain 3 and then single crochet right in the top of the first double crochet 2 together, chain 2 over the little petals, and then single crochet right in the 4th petal. So let's go ahead and do that. 3, and then I'll show you what to do at the end. 1, 2, 3. So double crocheting in my double crochet 2 together, chain 1, 2. Okay, so now that you've gone across your last petal, you're going to go ahead and chain 1, 2, 3, and you're going to go ahead and single crochet in your last single crochet. So now that leaves us those chains going across, and that will help us to make the petals for the top part of the flower. So now you're going to go ahead and chain 1, turn your work, and you're going to go ahead and single crochet in your first single crochet. And you're going to go ahead and chain 1, and then you're going to make in this little chain 2 section on top of your petals, you're going to go ahead and make some more double crochet 2 togethers. So I'm going to make 4 double crochet 2 togethers with the chains in between. So there's my first double crochet 2 together, chain 1, 2. I'm going to make another double crochet 2 together. This is your second, then chain 1, 2, and then I'm going to make another double crochet 2 together, and then chain 1, 2, and that puts you at 1, 2, 3 double crochet 2 togethers, and then I'm going to make another double crochet 2 together. So this way you have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 petals. Now I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to find that double crochet. I'm going to skip the chain 3 and find that double crochet. I'm sorry, skip the chain 3, find the single crochet in between your petals and single crochet right on top of it. Chain 1, skip your chain 3, and you're going to go ahead and make your double crochet 2 together with your chain 2s afterward 3 times, and then 1 more double crochet 2 together at the end. So you're going to continue doing that in every chain 2 spot until you get to the last chain 2 spot. You're going to go ahead, hold on, let me count, I'm sorry. Then you're going to go ahead and count. So go ahead and make your double crochet 2 togethers, and we'll meet up at the end. I've made my last cluster of the 4 double crochet 2 togethers with the chains in between. I'm going to go ahead and chain 1, and then I'm going to single crochet on that end single crochet that was made in the previous row. And I'm going to pull the loop through, and I'm going to pause there, and then I'm going to take my next yarn and go ahead and start that. So I get my partial single crochet, and now I'm adding in my second color again. Okay, so now what you're going to do after you've pulled your new color through, you're going to chain 2, turn your work, and you're going to make a double crochet 2 together right in this first petal. So let's go ahead and do that. Make a double crochet 2 together in this first petal. I'm going to make a second double crochet 2 together in this petal. Okay, so now I've made my 2 double crochet 2 togethers in the first 2 petals. Now I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and single crochet right in this hole here. I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to double crochet 2 together right on the top of the next 2 double crochet 2 togethers, and I'm going to skip this single crochet. Now I'm going to go ahead and double crochet 2 together right in the next one, and I'm going to go ahead and make the 4th one right on top of the next double crochet 2 together. Okay, so just like last time, double crochet 2 together right on these 2 petals. We skip the single crochet and then double crochet 2 together on the first 2 of the previous round. Now what I'm going to do, same thing as last time, chain 1, 2, 3, and then the single crochet, the 2 chains between your 2 double crochets together, make a single crochet right in there. I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and make 2 more double crochets 2 together, and then go in the next one, make another double crochet 2 together. Oh, there we go. And then I'm going to skip the single crochet and make 2 more double crochets 2 together right in the next petal, and then make 1 more to have my 4th. Okay, so now that I have all 4, I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to single crochet right in my chain 2 spot. Okay, so go ahead and do that right across, making your double crochet 2 together in the downward petals, and then skip your single crochet and make your next 2 double crochet 2 togethers in the 2 upward petals, chain 3, and then single crochet between the petals in the chain 2 spot. And then after that, you're going to chain 1, 2, 3, and we're going to finish this petal. So what you're going to do is make a double crochet in your next double crochet, double crochet 2 together in your next double crochet 2 together. Same thing in the next one. And then okay, so now that we've done that, we're now gonna, we did our 2 double crochets, so this is the same thing as last time. So we did that, and now we're gonna do a double crochet in the last stitch, that single crochet. So you're doing kind of a partial flower at the end, just like we did in the beginning. Okay, so this is going to be the final row before the repeat starts. So now I chain 1, I turn my work, I'm going to single crochet on top of the first double crochet, chain 1, and then I'm going to go ahead and put a single crochet on top of the second double crochet 2 together, giving us that chain 1 spot. Then I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3. I'm going to single crochet in the single crochet, skipping the chain 3. So the chain 3 from this row and the chain 3 from the previous row should be right on top of each other. I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, and single crochet on top of the first double crochet 2 together. I'm going to chain 1, 2, and I'm going to double crochet, single crochet on top of my double crochet 2 together. Then chain 1, 2, 3, a single crochet right on top, and then chain 1, 2, 3, a single crochet right on top of the double crochet 2 together, chain 1, chain 2, and then single crochet right on top of the last double crochet 2 together. So you're going to continue doing that. You're going to be single crocheting in the first double crochet 2 together, chain 2, and then single crochet in the next the last double crochet 2 together. Then you're chaining 3 and then single crocheting on top of the single crochet from the previous round, and then chain 1, 2, 3 until you get all the way across and you're doing a single crochet in your first double crochet 2 together of the previous round. Okay, so once you're at this point, after you've done that across, you're going to chain 1 and then you're going to single crochet once more in that end stitch, the second double crochet 2 together. So now that you've gotten to this point, you're going to go back to the second row where you're making the top of the petal and continue on doing that. And once you've done that, you're going right back to this row where you're making the next petal. So that's how the repeat goes. Now, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. Have a great day.